Greetings! I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. I swear I have been waiting for hours for the sun to come up. And I am absolutely sick of waiting. So, we're going to move. It's time we made a castle anyway. And I mean a full-on castle, not on the side of a mountain. We're going to find something cool, though. But we're going to find something with a little more sun. So I'm going to go to one of the four, middle regions here. Oh, this is the one with the spikes. That dragons whatever thing. That could be cool. I do want to be near a road. Well, I can always set up things. There's some pretty cool looking, oases. And of course we've got our iron mine here. But I kind of want to go check out these arches. What are the chances that there's sun over there right now? Let's find out. Hooray, there is. Did I bring anything with me? Okay, I brought food and weapons. That's it. That's okay. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. What are those arches? They're this way. Let's go check out the arches. Wait, what did that say? Lesser arch. Okay. Oh, that is the lesser arch. That makes me wonder what the greater arch looks like. Neat. Let's go up on top. If we even can. I'm not sure if it's possible to get up there without doing something a little more creative. Come on. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Yay. Wonder if I can zigzag through this. Oh no, that's going to be way too steep. Ooh, ooh, oh, yep, serpentine. Oh, no problem. And that must be the greater arch over there. Cool. Okay, it would be pretty cool to build a castle up on top of that. But I don't want to do the whole castle way up high thing again. It's a pain. At least now you can claim an area and transport to it. Is there anything interesting over here? Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Don't fall, don't fall. Yeah. Not really. Nope. That was incredibly boring. But there are some really cool rock formations around here. Let's go check out this greater arch. I am in a road area, so I can just do this. No. I'm not in a road area. Now I'm in a road area. Yes. Whee! Okay. It stuck me here. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to climb up that side. Or that side. I would be willing to build a huge structure to get up there, but I don't think it's worth it. So instead, I'm going to cheat. I just want to see if there's anything interesting up here at all. There is not. There are some rocks and some shrubs. Alright, I'm glad I didn't waste my time. That would have been very anticlimactic. It's still very cool. And I would like to eventually build something there, but that's 2 seasons away. Okay. Well, let's see. Where else can we go? We have now seen the arches. That was super exciting. I'd love to find some trees in this general area, but I don't think we're going to. And then I teleport into an area with trees. Cool. Not a lot of trees, but some. Okay, and then there's a lot of trees. That's a fair amount of trees. This is somewhat nice, but we can do better. Let's head back home and see if there's any light coming up here. Well, it's starting to appear. So, let me just walk through the darkness and let's take a look at a few things. So there was actually an update that came out for me this morning. For you guys, like, I don't know, maybe you're watching this in the distant future on a hologram or something and laughing at how old games used to look. I have no idea. Forget it. A new update came out, and it made some pretty decent changes to the game. So we're going to do a few of those things. First of all, making steel tools anyway, now requires, steel is the same. I just wanted to double check that. But steel tools now all require linseed oil, which is actually more accurate to history. In that they used to use oil for quenching. Actually, it says it right there. Linseed oil is used for steel quenching. Which, it's not that big a deal. Especially when you've got a huge flax farm out there. And I've been making linseed oil for a while. So I've got a fair amount stocked up. That's what I meant to say. So it's not really a problem. But it's interesting. Also, it used to be that when you broke down something, so if I came here with a hammer that I don't have on me, let me go grab a hammer, happen to know that there's one over here. So there's linseed oil that went into making these things, each one of these, and they use it for lubrication. If I break this item, I don't get back the linseed oil. I actually just get back a clay jar. Luckily, I've got a whole bunch, not too far away, so I just wasted a linseed oil, but it's not that big of a deal. Speaking of these mechanical parts, though, there is a new thing. And let's see if we can find it in here. Oh, that's right. I actually have to research it. It's in Economic Engineering, Mechanical Sawmill, Start the Quest. I've already done these things. Can I cheat this? Can I make a mechanical windmill? I can. I just need a blank scroll. Blank scroll? How do you make a scroll? Is it on my person? No. Is it in a regular workbench? No. How does blank scroll? Did I do this before? I don't remember a blank scroll before. Wait a minute. I can no longer make... I can't even think of what it was called. That other thing. Okay, what has been broken? Vellum. That's what it was. Vellum and paper. That's interesting. Okay, so how do I make vellum and paper? Oh. It's just right here. I wasn't paying any attention here. Okay, so I can make ink. Oh, and they have a new way to make ink. That's cool. And you can now make paper from sticks, which makes sense. Okay, I've already got a tanned hide, so I might as well use that. There you go. Please tell me I get more than one. I get 30. That's cool. Okay, so now make that. Now read it. You already have... Oh, that's because that was the mechanical grist mill. Which one am I doing? Mechanical sawmill. It used to be that the mechanical grist mill gave you both. And windmill blades. You know what? I'm just going to steal the windmill blades from here, which is what I was about to do before. Oh, it's going to make me go through this whole thing again. But actually, I want to take all this down now that I think about it. Because we're going to be making some other changes now that there's a new mechanic in town. Whoops. Apparently I had too much stuff on me. Alright. And then the actual windmill. Crafted timber saw blades. I've already done that. Can I just pick up the ones I already have? Apparently I can. So now, now I can build the thing that I actually wanted to build, which is a mechanical switch. The mechanical switch allows you to increase, or sorry, it allows you to turn on and off the mechanism. So if I do this, let's just build this and see what it looks like. So it allows you to have a switch, if we can find it. Where's the switch? It's on the back? Ah, it's here. So that turns off the mechanism entirely. Oh, I see. Okay. So when it's engaged, it'll transfer power straight through and up. If it's connected on the top, it'll transfer power left and right. Okay. Well, neither of those is helpful to me. So I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know. I've got an idea that's probably not going to be horrendously useful, but I'm going to do it anyway. Isn't there a T-joint thing in here somewhere? Split, yes, okay. So I'm thinking a split down, and then a joint down, and then we can get rid of this piece of floor, and then we can put in 2 of these switches. Where's the switch part? This side, I think. Is that what I want? It's not at all what I want, is it? See, this is why I'm not building these things as I'm putting them in, because I'm not entirely sure about them. Honestly, with the only thing that I'm all in a hurry for is the sawmill. So, because I don't use the grist mill as often. So if I put the grist mill there, and it's powered from the top, the sawmill is powered from the side. So that actually doesn't... No, that doesn't work. Okay, never mind. This is going to drive me nuts. The grist mill can only be powered from the top, while the switch, this mechanical switch that's brand new, cannot be powered from the top. It can only transfer power up or straight through, which means I'm going to end up building a larger system to try to simplify my system than if I just left the system I already had, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my grist mill right back in here. I'm going to put all my floor back. And later on, we'll work on what it would take. Oh my. So there are a couple of other things that have changed. For example, these are now called clay walls, because they're clearly made with clay, but they didn't require clay before. Now they do, which is nice because honestly, I've always gathered far more clay than I actually needed, and it's kind of nice to have a use for clay. Okay, we'll put this back the way we found it. Also, I went through a lot of linseed oil. Oh hey, our crops have grown. Another thing I should mention is that, well, barbarians are supposed to be a little bit smarter, a tiny, tiny bit smarter, but they've also done some things with crossbows. So, just for fun, I made myself a wooden crossbow, and I want to show you. I don't know if you could see that, but they have a drop to them. Let's see, I'll fire this one this way. You can see it falls. The steel crossbows have a much further range. You can see that one a lot further. But they apparently do the same amount of damage. So, you know, that's cool. Also, you might notice that there's no bag. You actually can gather directly from bodies now, and that includes deer. Oh, don't turn, you little twit. There we go. There we go. But you can now grab onto deer with rope, drag them around. It's kind of fun. Or pick them up. But what's really funny is you can't seem to actually get anything from a deer corpse right away. And I think that's to represent the fact that you need to skin it or that kind of thing. I like it. I think it's funny. You can just pick it up like this. And then it does things like that. Maybe I could load one into a catapult. There, he's all alive again. Look at him frolic. He seems so happy. Oh. Oh, okay. And deer always drop pelts now, which is cool. So now I'm going to have way more pelts than I actually need, but that's okay. I wonder if you can use a wooden crossbow as fuel. You can. Cool. Barbarians are also now not supposed to spawn in claimed areas. I wasn't sure that they were before, but apparently that's a thing. Let's do some gathering. Oh, I almost forgot. I added in a mod. This mod is... I can't remember the name of it. I will put a link in the description, and I will flash it on the screen right now. There you go. And all it does is make it so that it is impossible to pick up this thing, the hand crank. You cannot pick it up unless you either use a mallet or you tap F and click this button, which is part of the game already. Stupid deer. Get out of my farm. That's funny. Guess what's working really, really well? Hooray! Let's go refill. Hey, are you going to fade away anytime soon? Thank you. That was great timing. Oh yeah, in order to get my produce, I gotta walk around on top of this thing. There does appear to be some sort of issue with the distance at which you can activate things in this version. Yeah, you have to be pretty close to things. I'm not sure what the deal is there. Beautiful. This is great. So I'm going to take all the partial ones, and we'll go use those to make more linseed oil. We got a lot of flax that time. That was great. We actually filled 2 crates. Okay, let's replace some of this linseed oil. Hopefully that'll... yeah. That'll get me quite a bit. Nice. So I'm thinking that moving is going to be a really good idea. I also want to start a different kind of build. So I've come back here to the Dragon's Maw. which is just a really cool looking formation. I'm trying to think if and, where exactly I'd want to build. So there's some nice things about this area. The number one being that the sun is basically straight above us, so we're going to get full days. And of course we can see that we're in the middle of the map, so that makes sense. But most of the middle of the map has very little in the way of trees. But this has some pretty decent sized forests, as well as lots of tin and copper. And we've got our iron mine for if we need iron. And not that I really need a whole lot of tin and copper, but hey, why not? Now the question is, where do I want to build? Kind of like the idea of trying to build a castle hovering over the center of the maw, connected by pillars and that kind of thing, but that's a pretty big task. Whee! No problem. So let's go up one of these inner points. Take a look at just how far we're thinking. That's pretty far. It's not really centered either. Oh, at some point in time, it's been a while, but somebody suggested digging in the middle here. Not sure if they knew something that I didn't, but if nothing else, this would be a decent place to get stone by digging a shaft down. If we build a castle starting in the very center of these spikes and kind of... This is copper too. Nice. I think it'd be worth giving it a try. What do you think? Now, one thing we're definitely going to need, because we're quite a ways away from the road, is we're going to need to set up claim blocks all the way in. So I'd probably have to start here, 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 and here at minimum. So that's 4. We can manage 4 claim blocks. I haven't had to do anything with my other claim blocks for quite a while, and I've got lots of stuff backed up and ready to go to pay them, so shouldn't be an issue. Now, of course, I didn't bring any tools, so I'm going to have to run all the way back. That's okay. Let me do that. Grab some tools, grab some stuff. Drop off these little rocks and maps that I'm picking up, because that's what I do. And I think we'll leave the other place as mostly just a farm and a distant memory. So we're going to need stones and sticks. Sticks and stones. We'll claim my land. Something, something, something. Okay. I'll bring antlers with me. I think that'll be a good thing to pay with. I could have sworn I already had a steel crossbow somewhere. Apparently I was wrong. Alright, if we travel straight west until we find one of these borders, looks like there's one right in front of us, then we can put 2 right next to each other. So we'll put 1 here, and 1... Can we attach them to each other? No. Okay. Like that? That looks pretty close. There. Now I just have to wait for those to finish being contested and pay for a little bit of time. And then we'll be able to travel a little bit closer. 10 antlers each. That'll give me a day and 9 hours. Plenty. So this is the general area. I want the next one. Yeah, I think I'll have it right here. And I don't have enough stones for this, but luckily there are stones nearby. I don't want to deface the cliffs too much, but I know I'm going to end up building kind of in this area, so I'll start digging some of this out. They are really making it difficult these days to mine. I hope that they fix this soon. It's like you have to be so close to be able to swing, like, just pointing down. It's not working. There we go. No. Occasionally I can get 2 swipes in a row, and that's about the best I can do. Alright, that should be plenty. Oh, we do have a friend. I thought that might happen. Hello, sir. Oh, I totally just missed you, didn't I? Fine. Ow. Hooray. Okay. You can have 10 antlers. And you are still contested. Okay. We'll be patient. There we go. You can have 5 antlers. And then I'm going to need another 16 hours worth of stuff. What do you give me for 8 berries? 2 hours? Fine. How about 8 roots? A very nice passing barbarian gave me those. Good enough. Alright, so we should now be able to actually fast travel straight back home. Hooray! Of course, it's dark back home, but that's okay. Hey, I just noticed another little thing they changed. You can now carry 50 crossbow bolts in a single stack. Thank you very much. About time. I've got plenty to be able to make all new stuff over there, so we're going to do that. But I'm going to build it here. So I'm going to need myself a forge. I'm going to need a furnace. All kinds of things. Okay, I found a barrel and I made a large chest. That'll be a good start over there. Okay, I'm going to bring all the linseed oil I can find. Because over here, I can always make more. Alright, let's head back. And there's still sun. It's crazy. Okay, so that's my claim blocks back there. This is the default landing location for this area. And this is probably where I'm going to be landing most of the time. So I want to do something here to mark it. For example, I will place a barrel. And I'll leave some food there. It's a good starting position, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, yet another change in this in this new version is, you see this wheat here? Notice how I can't pick it up? Notice how it looks kind of wilted and nasty? So wild vegetables actually go through a typical life cycle now. So if you don't grab it while it's healthy, it'll die, but then it'll grow back. But you can't grab it while it's not healthy. Now I think I want to basically lay out the foundation in stone cubes, which of course I don't have any of the stuff for. Oh, and I didn't bring any sticks with me, so we need to chop down a few trees. I think that's further than I want to go. I feel like I'm not really centered, but I'm also kind of feeling like dragons-maw isn't really centered. Okay, let's use some creative mode, spectator mode, to figure out where the center of dragons-maw is. Oh, yeah, it's kind of oblong, which is cool. So there really isn't a center so much to dragons-maw, except for right here. Is it there? There's just one kind of slightly darker point. Yeah, that's the spot. So that is the center-ish of dragons-maw. And I want to build my castle based on that center. The sun is going down, and we are running out of time for this episode. I'm sad to say. So next episode, we will come back and we'll start really working on this. Oh, hello there, sir. How's it going? Did you sense me doing my outro? You sure did. Yeah. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted in such a barbaric manner, I crack myself up with my own horrible jokes. I hope you enjoy that, because it's who I am. Anyway, as I was saying, next episode we'll come back and really start working on this castle at Dragons-Maw. I've got some fun ideas for the whole thing, and I think it should work out pretty well. We'll see. We're going to make it big. I'm going to try and make it look pretty ominous. I mean, it's in the middle of Dragons-Maw. It's going to be ominous one way or the other. I'm hoping that we can actually figure out ways to, have a bridge out to the points or incorporate them in some way. We'll see. We'll see. We'll do something fun. We always do, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure and hit that thumbs up button. Make sure and, do all the things. You've seen the other episodes. If you haven't seen the other episodes, go back and watch the other episodes. They're great. This isn't even my best one. I mean, it's okay. Don't get me wrong, but there's better ones out there. Anyway, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.